Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on S3, and we thought, why not catch you up with some stories while you were sleeping? Now, Graham, I'm super excited about this one. Do you like the orchestra, instrumental music,
I love it. It has
music?
a calming effect on me. It has a calming effect on my kids and even on my dogs.
Oh, and speaking of dogs, most recently, dogs performed Mozart with orchestra live in Denmark. I'm talking about a classical music festival in Copenhagen, Denmark. It began with the canine inclusions to the Danish Chamber Orchestra. Now, what is quite cool is the rehearsal footage. It shows 3 dogs taking part in the performance of the symphony, and the symphony is called the Hunting Symphony. And what's really cool is the composer said that he wanted to honor Mozart's father, who initially said that he really wants to include canines in this performance. So they've had to train with these dogs. What was really cool is the dogs had to learn when to be part of the symphony for 3 months and when to stay quiet.
There is the magic.
Yes, when to bark and when to stay quiet. And what's really cool is in the past, this always used to be a recording part of the performance, but this was the first time they were live. Even the owner of one of the doggos named Cookie said, you know what, if they had to stand there all alone, they would have been petrified. But luckily, Cookie was the star, and all the attention was on Cookie. I wish we had a video of this.
I know. We reported on it very briefly yesterday. Absolutely brilliant. There, take a listen and a look to this.
I love it.
I like looking around for validation to make sure I'm making the right bark at the right time.
Yes. Oh, I love that. I can just imagine how many tricks those doggos had to go through.
Oh, dogs are so much better than us.
Hey. And in the last movement,
oh, what a cool moment. I'm glad we have it on camera.
Absolutely beautiful. So while you have your head filled with delusions of grandeur about what your own pup could possibly achieve, and we love stories like that, on the flip side of that, we were presented an opportunity at the US Open to see a very different side to sport and see a player certainly put their hand up. Now, I'm talking about Alexander Zverev, German tennis player who heard something being uttered in the crowd, and to his absolute credit, was not going to let it fly. Let's take a listen and a look at this.
Out his craft will be the last one standing. The phrase, Zverev said it's the most famous Hitler phrase in the world.
Oh.
There is no place for that. So kudos to Alexander Zverev. Kudos to Kiertovong, the umpire in the moment. And I love the fact that he just turned around. He was like, put your hand up. Well, that person was summarily taken out of the stadium and will probably have a massive ban against any kind of sporting activities moving forward, which is a major problem. But I'm so glad at that pivotal moment, rather than, because he could have let it slide.
Yeah.
And could have been focused on the game, but he chose to put his foot down right there, and that's amazing.
Can that also just be an example for people that do these types of slurs, that just because you're in a crowded environment doesn't mean you always get away with it? And I think the same applies online. If you're going to troll someone, you're not going to get away with it. People need to call you out, and I'm so glad he did.
Completely, because sports is a place where you build character. It's where you build leadership qualities, as we've just seen right there. It's a place where you develop young minds and bodies. So I want to focus on that today. And luckily, we brought some very, very active young bodies into studio to take the heat from us for a change, or at least from Ryle. Let's get active.